Hello everyone, this is Mudra Surve, and today we are going to start with our first unit in basic electronics subject, that is electronic components and signals. So in this unit we are going to see what are the active and passive components present in electronics, and also the workings of that components. So we will start now. So before going to start with the components, we must understand that what is electronics. So electronics is nothing but circuit or device that involve in electrical components like transistor, diodes, IC with behavior of the movement of electrons. Okay. So electronic is nothing but a circuit, or we can say it is device that involve electrical component like transistor, diodes and IC with the behavior of movements of electrons. That is, we can say the charge carriers. It may be holes or it may be electrons. Or in other words, electronic, it's a branch or science that deals with study of flow of control of electrons and study of their behavior. So it is next definition of electronics. That is, electronics is nothing but a branch of science that deals with study of flow and control of electrons and their behavior. So this image shown the active and passive components. That what are the active and passive components present in electronics, or we can say difference between active and passive devices. So transistor, SCRs, MOSFETs are the active components, where passive components are resistor, capacitor and inductor. So now we are going to see the difference between active and passive components. So first is active component. So active component is the device that can amplify an electric signal and produce power to the circuit. Active components are the components or device that can amplify an electronic signal and produce power to the circuit. Or it in other language, the active components are the component which produce energy in the form of voltage or current, called active components. Or they require source of power to operate. So in simple language, active components are the components who required external power to operate, and after giving power, they produce energy in the form of current and voltage. So the active components are categorized as a non-linear elements. So example of active component is transistor, diodes, SCRs, MOSFETs, amplifiers or logic gates. Okay. So if you see the example, suppose we take the example as diode. So diode is active components. So the main thing is, for silicon diode, there is when we supply the voltage, then diode will conduct the current until the supply voltage reads 0.3 in germanium diode and 0.7 for silicon diode. So it is nothing but regarding active component. So active component म्हणजे काय, जर असे कंपोनंट ज्यांना एक्सटर्नल सोर्सची गरज असते ऑपरेट होण्यासाठी आणि ते ऑपरेट झाल्यावरती ते एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करतात इन द फॉर्म ऑफ व्होल्टेज और करंट. त्याची एक्झाम्पल्स आहे डायोड, ट्रान्झिस्टर, आयसीज, मॉसफेट, ॲम्प्लिफायर्स अँड लॉजिक गेट्स. So next, what is passive component? So exact opposite of the active component. Passive components which operate without external power of source. Okay, they operate without external power of source. त्यांना external power source ची गरज लागत नाही. Or in other words, the passive components, it store and dissipate power present in the circuit. So it is used to store or dissipate the power present in the circuit only. Those devices or components which store or maintain energy in the form of voltage or current are known as passive components. म्हणजे असे कंपोनंट्स आहेत ते त्यांची जी एनर्जी आहे ती स्टोअर करतात किंवा मेंटेन करतात इन द फॉर्म ऑफ voltage or current. So त्यांना आपण बोलतो passive components. So what are the examples of passive components? So resistor, capacitor and inductor are the examples of passive components. Okay, means what? तर जसं आपण मगाशी एक्झाम्पलमध्ये बघितलं की डायोडला कंडक्ट करण्यासाठी 0.3 जर तो जर्मेनियमचा असेल तर, और 0.7 इफ डायोड इज ऑफ सिलिकॉन, त्याला एवढा व्होल्टेजची गरज असते. तसं रेजिस्टरला कुठल्याही व्होल्टेजची गरज लागत नाही. जेव्हा आपण रेजिस्टर कनेक्ट करतो कुठल्याही सर्किटमध्ये, देन इट स्टार्ट्स ऑटोमॅटिकली वर्क without using a specific voltage. Okay, so this is the difference between active and passive component. You might get question on what is the difference between active and passive components, then or maybe write a note on active and passive components. So it's all about active and passive components. So next is resistors. So if we go to the individual working of each component, then first passive component is resistor. It's most important electronic components. In every circuit, resistor is used. So as the name indicate resistor, so it is used to resist or oppose the flow of electricity, or we can say it oppose the flow of current through the circuit. So if you think about the value, then we all know that resistor have a set value of the resist or it maybe have the color codes on it on their body. So while using color code, we have to calculate the value, but they having the specific value. Okay, so main thing is it control voltage and current in the circuit. Then resistors are designed to operate up to a certain voltage. Above this voltage, there is possibility of breakdown. So it is property of resistor that they may design to operate on a particular voltage or up to the particular range of voltage. So beyond that voltage, there may be a possibility of breakdown of resistor. Then this is the symbol of resistor. Okay, it is the symbol of resistor. This is the resistors. If you show here, then there are colored score on the resistor body. So what is the unit of resistance? It is nothing but ohm. This is ohm symbol. Okay, it is unit of resistance. How can we calculate the resistance? So resistor is nothing but voltage upon current. R is equal to V upon I. So it is our resistance value. Okay. So now next, a resistor can be used as a load, as a potential divider, and also as a biasing element in the different circuit. So these are the applications of resistor, that it may be used as a load, or in potential divider circuit resistor are used, or for a biasing element you can use resistor. It also acts as a filter and timer in combination with capacitor. If we use resistor in a combination with capacitor, then the circuit maybe acts like a filter or timer. Resistors are basically available in two types, with fixed resistor and variable resistors. So now specifications of the resistor. So first specification is resistance value. Just now I said that resistance value it indicated in ohm. Then resistor value it may be printed or color coded. ओके, सो ती प्रिंटेड सुद्धा असू शकते किंवा कधी कधी ती कलर कोडेड सुद्धा असते. सो जनरल रजिस्टरची जर आपण रेंज बघितली ती तर 1 ओहम पासून मेगा ओहम पर्यंत रजिस्टर्स अवेलेबल आहेत. देन सेकंड वन इज टॉलरन्स. नाउ व्हाट इज मीन बाय टॉलरन्स? it gives the variation of resistance value from the indicated value. It is nothing but variations of resistance value from indicated value. It is generally expressed in percentage. Its typical value are ranging from plus minus 1% to plus minus 20%. Okay, so tolerance value may be ranges from plus minus 1% to plus minus 20%. Then third is power rating. The power rating of a resistor is given by the maximum wattage the resistor can dissipate without excessive heat. It expressed in watt. The resistor with power rating ranging from 0.1 watt to hundreds of watts are available The power rating depends on the size of the resistors. Okay, so what is meant by power rating? It is nothing but the maximum wattage, or we can say the resistor can dissipate without excessive weight. Okay, so that range is, we can call it a power rating. So it will depend on the size of resistors. Then yes, this is the color coding of resistor. Here the resistor is there. So your first color is represent your first number, then your second band is represent your second number, then third number band is nothing but your multiplier, and fourth is tolerance. Okay, so this is ऑल द फोर बँड्स. आता रजिस्टर जर तुमच्याकडे असेल तर तो कसा पकडायचा? आता सपोज त्याच्यावरती 4 बँड असतील, त्यातला जो एक बँड असतो तो थोडा डिस्टन्स ठेवून असतो. ओके, जसं इथे दाखवलं ह्या इमेजमध्ये, हा जो बँड आहे त्यामध्ये आणि ह्या 3 बँडमध्ये डिस्टन्स आहे. सो इथे हा जो इकडचा बँड आहे इट इज नथिंग बट युअर टॉलरन्स बँड. ओके, आणि हे 3 बँड आहेत, त्यातला फर्स्ट असेल तुमचा फर्स्ट नंबर, सेकंड आहे सेकंड नंबर, and third is your multiplier. Then how to calculate the resistance value from this color coding? So here chart is given. So it's your first digit, second digit, multiplier, and color is given. First is black, it indicates 0 number, then brown indicate 1 number. Up to this total 9 numbers are there, and colors are black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, and white. And the remaining two, gold and silver, are nothing but your tolerance color. Okay, so gold is for plus minus 5% and silver is for plus minus 10%. So these are the tolerance color. So this is all about the color coding of resistors. So by रिमेनिंग दिस चार्ट, ओके, हा चार्ट लक्षात ठेवून तुम्हाला रजिस्टरच्या कलर कोडिंगच्या व्हॅल्यू आहेत त्या फाइंड आउट करायच्या आहेत. So this one is important. Next, what are the applications of resistor? So resistors are used in high frequency instrument. Then resistor is used in power control circuit. It is used in DC power suppliers. Resistors are used in filter circuit network. It is used in amplifier, oscillators, telecommunication, and digital multimeter. And also it is used in wave generator. So just now in starting of the resistor point, I said that in all the electronic circuit, resistor is must. Okay, so resistor is very important component. So all of electronic devices, we can say, are used resistor. So these are the applications of resistors. The next is capacitor. So capacitor is our second passive component. So main function of capacitor is it store electrical energy. Okay, capacitor stores the electrical energy. The effect of capacitor is known as capacitance. Okay, as we said, the resistor provide resistance. Like this, the capacitor effect, we can call it as a capacitance. Or the formula for calculation of capacitance is equal to C is equal to Q upon V. So here the formula C is equal to Q upon V, where Q is nothing but your charge in coulomb and V is your voltage. Capacitor becomes open circuit in DC circuit and block DC current pass AC current. Okay, now what is the property of capacitor? That capacitor passes AC and block DC completely. Okay, so it is main property of capacitor. Suppose this is the symbol. How will you remember that capacitor passes AC? That we know that AC signal is like this and DC is like this. So just for remember us, we need to understand that capacitor passes AC and capacitor block DC. So हे फक्त तुमच्या लक्षात ठेवण्यासाठी. Okay, so this is the one of the important property of capacitor, that is that it is passes AC and block DC. Here it is the symbol of capacitor. Then this is the variable capacitor, an arrow is given because it's variable capacitor. So these are the various types of capacitor. That is ceramic capacitor, electrolyte capacitor. Then now unit of the capacitance. So capacitance unit is farads. Okay. Now next is the applications of capacitor. It supply pool of electrons for use. So capacitor can supply pool of electrons for use. It smooth out the signal. Means what? As now I said that capacitor passes AC and block DC. It means what? It smooths out the signal. It eliminates the ripples and spikes in the DC voltage. Okay. So this one is the property of capacitor. Then they are like a fully charged electric battery. Capacitor, as we usually refer to them, have all sort of critical applications in circuit. Then common applications include local energy storage. As we see, in the main function of capacitor is to store the energy. So in local energy storage, capacitor is used. Then voltage spikes separations and complex signal filtering. So for this, capacitor is used. Then now what are the specifications of capacitor? First one is temperature coefficient. The temperature coefficient of a capacitor is specified that tells how much the capacitance varies with temperature. What is meant by temperature coefficient? That if you know in fan uh, there is use of capacitor. So this is nothing but temperature coefficient, okay, for this property. So it is a property of capacitor that how much capacitance varies with temperature. Next is dielectric absorption. The effect of dielectric absorption is that it reduces the capacitance value of the capacitor. This is because since it is able to discharge all of its charge, it has less effective working charge. It is nothing but a dielectric absorption. It is nothing but it reduces the capacitance value of the capacitor. Then third one is insulation resistance. What is meant by insulation resistance? Insulation resistance is an important parameter because it signifies how well a capacitor can block DC signal. Okay, insulation resistance means what? It is a parameter because it signifies how well the capacitor block DC signal. A capacitor with a high insulation resistor can function well as a coupling capacitor. So as insulation resistance is high, the capacitor will work as a coupling capacitor. Okay, means how well it block the DC signal. So it will work as a coupling capacitor. So these all are the specifications of capacitor. Then third are passive element is or passive component is inductor. This image shows the inductors. Inductor is nothing but we can say it's a coil or it's a choke. Okay, it's a passive two-terminal electrical component that store energy in a magnetic field when electric current flows through it. What is inductor? It is a component that store energy in a magnetic field when we flow the electric current or electric current flows through it. So this is one of the image of inductor. We can call the inductor as a choke or coil, or we can say it's a reactor. Okay, an inductor typically consists of an insulated wire wound into a coil. So okay, as here shown, आता ते जसं तुम्हाला दिसतंय की जी कॉईल आहे ती वाउंड केलेली आहे, और वी कॅन से की वायर आहे ती वाउंड केली. सो इट इज नथिंग बट युअर इंडक्टर. So inductor will work on a electromagnetic induction principle. Okay, this is the symbol of inductance. Then this is symbol for iron core inductor, it is ferrite core inductor, and for variable inductor we are using arrow on it. Okay, so now the unit of inductance is Henry. The resistance unit is ohm. Capacitor we are using farads, and for inductor we are using Henry. So this is all about the passive components that are present in the. So now applications of inductors, that is in analog circuit and signal processing, inductor is used. Also in signal filtering we are using inductor. So next is specifications of the inductor. First is tolerance. So like resistor, inductor also have tolerance. It can change with the frequency of the signal, temperature and current. It is therefore always important to consider inductive tolerance of an inductor. Okay, so why we have to consider the tolerance of inductor? Because the value of tolerance, it may be changed with frequency of signal, then temperature with current. Then next is saturation current. As already discussed, the inductor using ferromagnetic cores beyond the critical current level shown a drop in inductance. This current level is indicated as a saturation current. Okay, so we know that for a certain condition, or we can say a beyond critical current level, there is a drop in inductance. So that current level is nothing but the saturation current. Next is ambient temperature range. Ambient temperature range is the temperature range at which the inductor can operate without being damaged. Okay, inductor damage न होता ज्या level ला operate करता त्याला बोलतात ambient temperature range. And operating temperature range is nothing but for how much time the inductor will withstand, okay, for losing its properties. So for this we can say it is a operating temperature range. So this all about the inductor, or we can say the passive components, that is the resistor, capacitor and inductor.